What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody, back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of just cringe. That's all I have to say. Our boy was just utterly cringe, and he embarrassed himself yet again. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you definitely got to check out some of the videos from yesterday. Man, it was pretty bad, but of course, we'll get into it. Let's see what Phil had to say on the daily rap.
Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Monday, the 9th of December, 2024. A really interesting but weird streaming day. Let's talk a little bit about it. So, first of all, today on the Little One podcast, we discussed the schedule for the week and the fact that people seem to want variety. And I offered to everyone that tomorrow I would play Path of Exile 2 because people wanted it, so I actually bought it and installed it during the stream. I just hope that people will actually show up for it tomorrow because I don't know if they will. Don't have a good track record with games like Diablo 3 and 4, which apparently plays incredibly similar to this game. In addition, we covered several news stories, interesting ones about Steam getting into a home console again, I guess. Also, the Game Awards and how the final 5 games seem to not make sense. And finally, a story about AI that sadly is going awry and hurt a small business, which is really annoying. So, some interesting stories, and then we jumped into Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which fully released today. Yes, it had been released previously in the week for those who had paid a ton of extra money or got review codes, but I played it on Game Pass. And in my initial impressions of the game are very simple. The graphics are great. The gameplay is sound. The soundtrack is outstanding because it's the actual soundtrack from the Indiana Jones movies. So that's a good thing. The voice acting, dude, Troy Baker sounds very close to Harrison Ford. He did a really good job with this game. I give him a lot of credit. The gameplay elements are sound with, basic combat. It's nothing too complex yet, but also the platforming and exploration. There's side content and good puzzles and interesting stuff. However, this game perhaps maybe the kind of game that's better to play than watch. And what I mean by that is I can understand if I'm in this big open, Vatican town in Rome, and we're exploring and we're looking for secrets and we're solving puzzles and we're platforming, it may be fun to play, but I don't know if it really translates into something fun for the audience. And the reason I say that, we had good attendance, but man, the audience was very quiet and there wasn't a lot of discussion going on, which I was shocked at. I thought for sure more people would have been talking, but they just really weren't. Instead, there was like a lot of people just kind of zipped the lip and were quiet. And support, we were at the tail end of the stream, and we had only gotten $70 of support out of our 150 goal. Now, listen, it's not the end of the world. There's no more streak, but you would think for a big AAA, high-profile, big release that people have been talking so positively about over the weekend, and then wanted me to play so badly, and I'm playing it, that there would have been more interest, and it just seems like people weren't that engaged. Then all of a sudden, as I'm literally taking the stream offline, someone sent me a $100 tip, and I was like, holy crap. So that was obviously much appreciated, but it really was like last minute stuff. And so I'm wondering, should we play Indie again on the late stream? And I decided, you know what, let's not. Let's play Indie again in a couple days, but let's give it a little bit of a rest. Let's have people watch the initial video, see what they think. Tonight I played Balatro.
All right, so yeah. This is what I mean when I say our boy over here is just straight up embarrassing himself. He just is. He wage quit yet another game. I mean, I can't keep track of how many games he wage quit this year. What's this, like number 20th game he wage quit? So let's recap here, folks. FPS don't get support because Phil's too busy playing the game and he can't interact. American style RPGs don't get any support because it's boring, or I don't, they're too long. I guess that's with RPG burnout. JRPGs, Japanese style RPGs are boring because I don't know. Fighting games aren't good or don't translate well to the streams because Phil can't interact with them. And now we have Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones doesn't fit for whatever reason. There's too much exploration. Do you hear this, man? Do you hear the excuses? I mean, it was so bad yesterday. I mean, he spent most of the stream just complaining about the game, complaining about support, begging people to tip, and he knew that he was going to get slammed. He was going to get criticized and mocked. So much so that he decided to come on literally about a minute after he shut off the stream and claimed he got an anonymous tip. That's right. The anonymous tips always coming in to save the day. No name, no message, no nothing. $100 out of nowhere. And you could tell, I mean, even Phil recognized that attempt was so pathetic that he just wanted to get out of there. You could tell that he embarrassed himself. He felt embarrassed. So much so that he didn't even make it rain. The coins didn't come down. He didn't celebrate. He didn't say thank you for crushing the goals and felting my trolls. Nothing whatsoever. He just got out of Dodge because he knew that even his own viewers knew that was bullshit. It's just sad, man. He's so pathetic. He's so pathetic to continue this charade. That he's popular, that people like him, that he has this massive support base, and he doesn't. Phil, the cat is out of the bag, Phil. It just is. Everyone knows what's happening here. If it isn't for one of two whales, you're fucked. And DarkSydePhil's been gone for a while. Ren, God knows what happened to them. I just think they got tired of your nonsense and just moved on. They just migrated back over to Kino Casino, and they're just being pay pigs for them. And they just can't afford you anymore, Phil. I think, honestly, that's probably what ended up happening here. Adam got beat down by his parents and a kangaroo because he kept donating money that wasn't his. OIC is too busy, dealing with his post-op surgery. Even the regulars don't even support like that anymore. Sarah, Haseo, Lisa Lou only comes in once every fucking 2 or 3 months. Game Trekker's gone. And then what you have left is you have a struggling Phil here, struggling and worried because, like everyone said, he was going to blow it. He was. All of the money that he got in the last 3 months, it's gone. Like that $15,000 or $16,000 that he got in extra support, it's gone. He wasted it on hardware, on toys, backgrounds, his washer and dryer, 2 computers. God, 2 computers. He just spent it all, and he has $0 to his name. He said it himself. He doesn't have any more money, and he got so engrossed and used to that level of cash that going back is just it's not plausible for Phil. He's already increased his expenditures and his lifestyle to accommodate that extra cash. And going back is just a no-no for Phil. He will do everything. He will fight and struggle. He will call to make sure that money is there. And if it's begging and insulting people, he'll do that as well. And all he's going to end up doing is just alienating more people. He's going to go back to low support streams. And then the cycle happens all over again. He gets another couple whales that come in. They eventually see through his bullshit. And then they move on. And then he struggles again for several months. And so on and so on. This is your life, Phil, because this is how you choose to conduct your business. You choose to be an arrogant asshole. You choose to not listen to advice and just keep doing the same thing you've been doing for 16 years. And this is the result. This is the result of it. And whatever, to me, again, is just more content for your boy Doody. And I was loving it. And by the way, your boy Doody had a banner day yesterday with views. And just keep at it, Phil. Your boy Doody's here for it. So let's see what he had to say about the night stream. He loved the night stream because it fulfilled his gotcha addiction of playing poker. So let's hear him talk about this game.
Okay, now my stream of Balatro started almost 40 minutes late because my power went out during the break, which then caused my downstairs router to malfunction. And half of my devices, including this, all desynced, and I couldn't turn them on and off properly. So I was sitting here trying to get things to sync, and it was a nightmare. It was really frustrating. I got my stream started, I vented a little bit, but then we jumped into Balatro, and I had a ton of fun with Balatro. We did 3 runs tonight. The first run lasted over an hour, and I think we got to ante 6 of 8. I think you have to beat 8, and then you've actually beaten the game. The game is just incredible amounts of fun. Now, admittedly, I liked it, but not as many people were really hanging out and talking. Like, they were here, they were chatting, but they weren't really talking with me. I feel like Balatro is a game that, number one, there's ample opportunity for us to talk and have conversation when I'm playing it. That's number one. Number two, it's a game where if you're engaged in it, it's exciting, but if you're not really engaged and paying attention, it's kind of confusing and not that interesting. So I feel like that's what's going on, is that like some people were really engaged and others weren't. And because of that, for some people, they like it way more than others. But let me tell you this, by the end of the stream, we actually hit the goal. So today was a full day of hitting the goals, even though it looked like at one point we weren't going to. And now we're up to goal, hit 4 milestone, okay? So that's 4 to go, 4 down, 6 to go to unlock DSP tries it. So that means if tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If we hit all those goals, that means Friday we will do DSP tries at Popeyes, which we missed last week. Now, we don't have to. If we don't hit it every stream, that's okay, and it'll just be later on. You know, that's the thing. The goals are inevitable. We will hit them. We will get the rewards. It's just a matter of how soon do you want them, right? So that is a good thing, definitely, about these new goal system. So anyway, I was having a good time with Bolacho, but then guess what happened? My internet started to crap out. And this happens sometimes during late night streams for some bizarre reason. And it was going down and up and down and up. And everyone's like, the stream's chopping. And I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. So it was like more technical issues. I haven't had a single day of smooth operation since I got this new setup. I just haven't. I haven't had a single day where everything works. Oh, by the way, because the power went out and my router restarted, I restarted my PC, and now I can't get the RGBs on my external capture device to work with my PC anymore. I don't know why. I mean, not that it's a big deal. The RGBs on the capture device are so tiny, who cares, right? But it's just like one thing after another. Very frustrating technical issues. So originally what I was going to do is I was actually going to make some clips for you guys tonight. I was going to clip out maybe some of the news stories, but I don't think I have time to do that now because I got to get out of here. My wife has to go to bed early tonight for work tomorrow. So it's like, what are you going to do? All right, tomorrow, Path of Exile 2. I hope you guys will join me for it on the first stream. I don't really know much about it besides apparently it's like better than Diablo. I love classic Diablo. I was addicted to Diablo 1 and 2. So if it plays like those, I think I'm really going to love it. I just don't know if it's going to translate into something great for you guys to watch. I hope it does. So that'll be tomorrow's first stream. And then tomorrow night, we're going to try more Marvel Rivals. You know, we played this on Friday. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I said, hey, I'm going to keep it in the rotation for variety. So we're going to do it as a late night stream tomorrow night, some multiplayer fun in Marvel Rivals, while I'll probably be trying completely different characters than who I'd used on Friday. And we'll go from there, all right? And hopefully, I can get all my tech stuff working. We'll find out. But everyone, please have a good night. Thank you so much for a great supportive day. I'll see you tomorrow for a podcast and Path of Exile 2 in the morning. Peace out. Good evening.
That's right, folks. Oh, God. DesperateSydePhil is probably one of my favorite Phils. Like, you know, in the multiverse of DSP, there are many different versions of him. And one of the versions that I enjoy is DesperateSydePhil. And you can definitely feel that DesperateSydePhil is actually coming. We just went through the arc of Cocky Phil, right? And that's done. Cocky Phil is done. Like, you could just sense it in his voice. You notice he doesn't bring me up anymore. He doesn't bring up Memology. He doesn't bring up R2. He doesn't bring up any of the detractors. Because I really believe he knows. Like, after the felting that he received from Kino the last couple days, he knows that he's on his own. And if he picks a battle and it escalates, he's screwed. He's going to be by himself. He's not going to have the Kino boys to back him up. And he's not going to have the Kino viewers to back him up. So I think he's realized that the hostility that he gets. If you guys have time, whenever Kino is streaming and Phil is not on, go check it out. And when Phil is in there, you can just see the hostility towards him. People mock him, they clown on him, they troll him. Even LARPers are in there, and it's not DSP detractors that go there to fuck with him. It's the Kino people that initially, I guess, support. They just clown on the guy. They make fun of him. They mock him. And I think after several months, I think now that the support has dwindled, he's seeing that the Kino guys are not, they're really not there to kind of support him. They're there to kind of mock him. So what he's going to do is he's going to try to milk it for as long as possible, right? He's going to milk it for as long as possible. And, he's going to try to make as much money, but he knows that it's over with. He knows that he's going to have to find a new grift eventually. And that's what this is about. This is about trying to extend the money buff until he comes up with a new grift. Either that be another content creator that becomes his friend and gives him a shot, or whether it become some more whales that pop in. It's just going to be pretty salty. And wait till the end of December, early January. It's going to be a dead gaming stream. And January is typically the deadest month of the year for content creation. Most content creators actually take off in January because there's really not a lot going on. Plus, you have very minimum ad revenue. And people are, it's the holidays, the season's over. People are broke. And they really don't have that kind of money to provide people. Plus, you have New Year's where people are trying to do their New Year resolution. And they're trying to either spend more time with their families, working out, trying to improve themselves. And they don't have time here to provide their disability checks and provide an income to a 42-year-old streaming boomer. It just happens that way. And Phil knows it. And I think what he's doing is he's trying to gear up this month to earn as much money as he can, because the lean months are coming in rather quickly. It's kind of like winter. You know, in the summertime, there's an abundance. Fall comes, harvest. Everything is good. The crops are good. Everyone's eating well. But then winter comes. Winter always comes. And when winter comes, you have to ration, you starve, and in some instances, you don't make it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.